Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Degen Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
That's right. Sibling Showdown. It's Thursday at Sibling Showdown. I'm back with my brother, Steve. Running late as always, as Mike pointed out. But no, I was like huffing it to get here on time, Steve, and missed by a minute or two. But Steve, I'm so excited.
I think he told me, didn't he tell you the start time was 4:30?
What for
yeah.
Did you give him that tip?
I should have, yeah.
Very smart, very smart. Let me say hi. We got Bindles. We've got our guy, Mike Robb. He says, let's Steve draft like he is an owner of the company. He's standing up to you. I was on Who Hames stream. Great team. Great stream, by the way. And, you and Coolers might give me a hard time. You thought I like basically didn't. What did you guys think? Tell me what you thought.
Just very agreeable.
Agreeable. Okay. That's the word. Okay. Well, and we've got Who Hames in here. I enjoyed it. He's the birthday boy again. Happy birthday to Who Hames. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody wish happy birthday to Who Hames. I think we had a birthday banger on that stream. I loved it. Got a lot of guys I want, Steve. We got George Kittle, so I'm happy lady. But no, we appreciate you guys all being here. We got Thad Fantasy Monster. We got our hashtag RB's our king. I was gentle, I guess. I appreciate that. We got GAB in here. That's right. Siblings of the Best Ball fam. Great to see you. Yeah. And opening day did not go well for me in the betting streets, but opening day, hopefully everybody enjoyed baseball opening day. But Steve, now how are you doing? And news is kind of slowing down, but how are you feeling about anything different you're feeling in the best ball street since we last drafted last week together?
Yeah, so first, it is a great sports time, opening day, tournament still in full swing. And then, golf.
That did not go well for me today.
Not a major tournament today, but a lot of fun things going on. We're getting into the playoffs, rounding into the playoffs for basketball and hockey. Not there yet, but so it's a fun sports time always. Mm-hmm. And you know what? NFL still is king, and we are playing best ball instead of watching these other sports at the same level that we would have maybe 5-10 years ago. I know I am. And I love it. I love talking football. I love, theory crafting, like your stream with Who Hames, just talking about different things of like where certain prices are, or how you handle certain things like a Travis Hunter or something like that. And it's like, yeah, maybe you don't want 20% exposure to a guy like Travis Hunter, but you want some shots on goal, because when it hits, if it hits, it could totally swing your lineup.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, no, it is hysterical. Like that I would rather be drafting best ball teams with you. NFL is king than watching the tournament. For some reason, the tournament didn't do it for me this year, but you're right. The spring, such a good time of year with golf heating up, and the majors and masters is right around the corner. And yeah, the obviously the NCAA tournament, baseball starting. It is a great time of year for sure. Let me catch up with the rest of the chat. We said hi to GAB. We got fantasy football and Espanol in here. We got our guy Dylan, and we've got Candyman. I wanted to bring up Candyman, Fantasy Football Garage. Two things. Number one, I am going to be drafting albatrosses with him tomorrow here on the Fanspeak Network. Join us 10 o'clock tomorrow night with Candyman. And Candyman, I have to say, so he shared a couple on Twitter of like, and I love a good robust RB build as much as the next person. Whoa. But he's shared like kind of just like the hero RB build, which was the BBM winner last year with, of course, King Henry, and where it's got hero RB. And then instead of like hitting like elite tight end or elite quarterback, it's got like 4 receivers in a row. I wondered, we need to spin the wheel tonight, Steve, but I wondered if we should consider doing something like that because, boy, it would be fun to land some of those planes. I think we did do a hero RB build in one of our many wheels of drafts, but like doing kind of like a 3-7-7-3, but just anchoring it with like, one of those first round running backs. But then like not going back to running back till like the 6th, 7th round and really addressing the receiver position. Definitely loved. Yeah. I need a hero. Good to see you, Index of Suspicion. But I got disbanded Dot, but I saw Candyman himself sharing that and on Twitter. And I thought, damn, some of those look fun. And I wanted to see if you wanted to land that plan and then of course do the wheel drafts. Hopefully can get enough likes to do 2 drafts. So hit that like button as you're coming in. We certainly appreciate it. Make sure you're subbed. We are almost to 1,000 subs, planning a 24-hour live stream for May. So make sure you are subbed. And again, check out a couple links in the description. As you can see on the screen, 7-day free trial for our Substack. I just finished an article about receivers actually in the rounds basically through 3 through 9. Check out link in the description for our Substack, for our Discord, for Best Ball Overlay, which you will see on screen soon. And of course, if you want to become a member of the YouTube family, the Fanspeak fam, you will get emojis, badges, but you also get team reviews and 2 extra shows a week. So check those out. All the good links are in the description. Now that that's taken care of, Steve, any other news and notes that I should know of before we start a draft?
No, I mean, there hasn't been anything major. Some of these smaller signings like Elijah Moore, Brian Robinson, and I think Brian Robinson is somebody who we were drafting, so it does matter. And I think it's fine. I said this the other day. I think it's a fine landing spot for him. Still some bigger names out there that we need to see where the Debos and Juwan Jennings and Diggs and a few others, Keenan Allen go, and David Njoku. So we'll just have to see. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of those guys might not sign until after the draft and kind of wait and see who doesn't address that position sufficiently.
Yeah. This is the song, and the Holding Out for a Hero, that was from Footloose during the scene where the 2 tractors were going. Yeah, love it. Yeah. Love it, Index. Sweetleaf, yeah, a boxer contest is coming to the streets. Did you see my tweet? Hope showed the picture of a boxer when I gave my feedback to her tweet, which we appreciate Hope and Numi and everything they do on the Underdog Drafts team, obviously, and so excited about what they're going to bring out this summer. But there is going to be a boxer contest. I saw the picture. So Sweetly, if there's a boxer contest, we might have to draft one together. Mike Rob says for the wheel, only be able to draft 2 divisions. Oh, that I would not like. That would be rough. Yeah, and then we got other hellos. Steve, I'm going to tweet that we are live before we start. So any other newsworthy notes that you want to talk about while I tweet that?
I mean,
you're like, not that I really want to, but
yeah, I don't think there's anything truly noteworthy. I mean, we're getting a lot of like pro day news, and some people are overhyping stuff, and I think just there's a lot more noise there than substance. So I'd keep that in mind for people. End of the day, these teams are going to evaluate these guys, and the draft capital is what matters most. Obviously, we're drafting right now without draft capital, but I would just keep in mind that like every year we hear this where some player is going to fall or some player is going to rise, and they just never do. Or the ones that do, you can see the reason why. And I just there's a lot of noise out there on the old Twitter machine that I don't think is 100% valid. And like some of these worries about some of the different receivers, whether it's Boston, whether it's Concepcion, whether it's Tyson, even Lemon, I think it's way too much smoke. I really do. I don't think there's a lot of fire there. I think NFL teams, their order could be different. I think all those guys are very live for the first round, and especially will go in the top like 45 picks at worst.
Do you mind tweeting the tweet I just did that we are live?
I will do that.
Okay, appreciate it. I'm also going to put it in our Discord as well to make sure everybody's eyeballs are on. I know there's a couple other shows right now. We'll see if we get in any rooms. I know Pat is multi-tabling. I know Bindles and them are on. So it'd be interesting to see if we get in any other any other stream drafts. But let me bring over Underdog now, and we can go ahead and I will enter from my phone. So if anybody wants to enter, we are going to enter a big board, of course. And so let me, well, actually, I'll enter from the phone and I'll count it down from here. So let me do that. And and we will see if we get in any other stream drafts. Okay, so big board, counting down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. Holy cow, Steve. I just saw that the big board's 80% fill.
Oh, wow. It's really jumped. Okay, I'm going to have to get grinding.
Wait a second. Did I? Yeah. Okay. I entered it. I was like, did I enter a little board? Okay. Yeah. So 5 more, big board, 5 more. So there's room. Yeah. I was like, I thought that was just like the bigger board. This is filling up, which I cannot seem to get. I just want, at this point, I'd like to do one. Yeah. 80%. Holy cow. I had no idea. How many are you at, Steve?
I have 44 more to go. So I'm going to have to enter some slow.
Okay.
Make sure I get my 150.
Next. Well, if you want to do the next one, it's up to you. But Huheim said I just saw when I got on Twitter that I've been in the bigger board lobby for 2 hours. Well, Huheim, we have been through that pain. I know it is so rough. So anybody who wants to do a bigger board, joined with Huheim's. That is crazy. They're still looking for 6. This is so crazy. I saw Toxic Tower got one filled the other day, and then of course Pete on stream got it filled in like 2 minutes. But
I missed this comment. GB, this would be amazing if the boxer advance rate was 212, 210, 1 of 6.
Oh,
that would be
JB. That would be amazing.
Music to our ears. So
that would definitely be music to our ears. I just hope the boxer isn't like, 5 max, $500 or something like that. I'll be like, oh. No, GAB, that would be absolutely amazing. And Sweet Leaf, we were going to need to definitely stream some boxers. Rudy's taking a nap right now, which I'm not going to, it's like, don't wake a baby, he's being a good boy, but he's going to have to stream some boxers with me. Yes, fantasy football, March Savages, indeed. I can judge you all because I'm here as well. Okay, we can call Index Kettle. That works. Huheim said he had 2 people left, and now it's back up to 6. That's awesome. And Dylan said the DK $10 is almost halfway filled. Okay, interesting. What were you going to say, Steve?
Yeah, well, it is interesting because last year the BBN or the big board did not actually fill. It was like 99% filled, but it did not actually fill. And, that went right down to the wire to end of April. And at this pace would clearly fill by early April.
Right. Okay. Draft is starting. We got Spunky at the 2. We've got, let's see, we're at the 9. And that looks like it's it. I don't see any other cross streamers. You are looking, of course, here at Best Ball Overlay. So the combination tool will tell you as you draft someone how many of the upcoming picks you have that combination with. So that really helps a ton. And then you can now add different ones to combo to think it through. And then let me go back here. As you can see, my exposures on screen. It'll show team correlations. It'll show it once we get the schedule. It'll show schedule correlations. It's not ready yet, but what helped me the most is then being able to upload your CSV file, essentially your exposures and everything to the back end, and then really just like look through everything, every detail. It helped me certainly in the marathon, making sure I was getting the combos I wanted. To just telling you the different structures you're doing, the different types of builds, like, 3 in the main one, 3, 5, 7, 3, 3, 6, 6, 3, 2, whatever, so it's very, very helpful. Highly recommend code Fanspeak, for $10 off per month or 25% off a month, just $30 a month. Highly recommend it, especially if you are doing volume. Okay. So we're at the 9 spot, Steve. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I uploaded your new ranks. So I'm just going to go by ADP here. It's McCaffrey, Lamb, ASB, and Jefferson. I will let you pick it, Steve.
Okay. Well, let's see what we get.
Okay. So McCaffrey does get taken. I was kind of hoping you'd pick that. But no, Lamb, Jefferson, Oh, did you want to do? Did you want to do a running back and do whatchamacallit?
Sure. Let's do James Cook then.
Okay.
We're doing it. Let's do James Cook.
Okay. So I'm taking James Cook. And then if I bring this back up, the combo tool, then as you can see, it shows the combinations I have with Cook. So Lamb 3%, Jefferson 10%. I only have like, I think I am close to 30 drafts.
Those are your exposure, not your combination.
Oh, damn it. I thought I uploaded the combinations.
Well, it does show combination.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, I have 33% Amari and Hampton, Saquon Barkley. See, busted, Steve.
Yes, but you're saying I have 3% Lamb. I have 3%.
I know. I did that wrong. I
Yeah.
totally did that wrong. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is my exposure. That's my combination. Did I do something wrong? I thought I did it right. Because I can even figure out best ball overlay. And as Mike knows, Tech versus Meg, that's saying that's a compliment to best ball overlay being user friendly. But I know I did have to extract different ways. And I thought I did it correctly, but let me tell you, it is very easy. It is very helpful. And yeah, I don't think I have a ton of James Cook besides with you. And so when I we've done it very obviously, very robust builds with either Hampton or Barkley or, that. So that does explain it. So let's try the hero running back build, Steve, and maybe go Neighbors or I don't really like Drake London, but
I would do London over Neighbors.
I think you're nuts. We don't know the quarterback situation there. I don't know why you only have a 2 gap between the two. And so this is a different combination, as we can see. I have never combined a receiver with James Cook yet in the few times I take. Again, this is amongst like 30 drafts or whatever. Yeah. Steve, I want Neighbors.
You already have 14% Neighbors. How about you?
No, I don't have any with James Cook though.
Yes, but you have 0 Drake London in anything.
I don't care. Steve, let me have this one, please.
Let's go, Drake. Let's be smart here.
I am being smart here. He has a higher ceiling.
Neighbors has London. Let's take it, Drake London.
Uh-oh, it's not working. Oops. Okay, you can pick the rest of them. I swear. I know people probably are like, she's a monster, but yep. I'm doing less volume than you. Come on, Steve. I don't want to take receivers to shitty quarterbacks. Do you think Tua's that good?
No, but that's not what it's about. I mean, like Jackson Dart, he's a good fantasy quarterback, but a lot of it's because of his rushing potential and upside. Like he's not exactly slinging it. And
all right. So anyways, if you want to know what we were doing, I talked about Candyman Fantasy Football Garage doing kind of showing all these builds, and they probably are more common, earlier in the draft. Yeah. But I just wanted to experiment and see doing like a hero running back and then hitting receivers, not mixing in like elite quarterbacks or anything or tight ends, and seeing what that looks like. So we kind of forced that there, and Steve wanted London and I wanted Neighbors, and I will give the reason to Neighbor. I think Neighbors has a way higher upside. I think this is like Jamar Chase versus, I don't know, like another. Okay, if you like of these other round 1 receivers or round, I just think we see a lot more ceiling games. You know what? I'm going to bring up something. We're going to have a very special thing coming out in May that's going to be amazing. And Mike Robb has already sent me these amazing graphics of cool Spike Week charts. And I bet, it's just from last season. Never mind. He was hurt. But I bet if you look at Malik Neighbors with a dusty whatever versus, and we saw it once with Russ Wilson last year, at the beginning of last year, versus how many Spike Weeks Drake London has, I think it's vastly different. You don't think they're in 2 different tiers as receivers? I do.
I think they're different style receivers, but I think they both win and produce big numbers. I mean, Drake London, last year he had, and he missed a lot of time. He had 4 20-point games, despite missing quite a bit of time.
Did they all play most of 24?
Yeah, I think London missed me 2 games. I think they both missed me like 2 games that year.
Okay. T. Higgins, Devontae Adams, Ladd McConkey. I just wrote about these guys. I wrote about all of them.
Higgins.
Okay. Oops. Let me bring over the combo tool and then you can highlight by receiver. Then you can even add to the combinations. Look at this. We don't have any. I don't think I have T. Higgins too, but you could then add James Cook plus T. Higgins. You know what I mean? And that's very cool to do on the fly. That's a new feature this year. Again, code best ball overlay, code Fanspeak for 25% off. If you're doing volume, it's very good to look at on the back end, but it's also very good to look at live. I don't think we're going to have really any of these receivers with James Cook. So yeah, it doesn't appear that, I did the T. Higgins thing. Let me take that back out. Okay, we do have a lot of Ladd McConkey. Of the few James Cook teams, I do have a lot of Ladd McConkey. So if you wanted to go Devontae Adams in that case, or like a Devonta Smith, that would be fine. But Steve, I'm gonna be more sharing the rest of the time for the rest of this draft. I'm gonna lean into your advice more. Because I bullied you there. And I was, what the name that Mike gives me, I was Bossy Betsy, and I'm sorry.
Well, thank you.
Are you mad at me?
So mad.
Okay. Who do you want me to take? Devontae Adams or Devonta Smith?
Let's take Smith. Devonta Smith.
Yeah, I don't have much of him. I don't think, I must not have uploaded because I know I have some. Or maybe I just take them on like today, on times where I have, I can also move that around, where I have, do it in other drafts. But I could have sworn I've taken them some too. Anyways, okay. So we're through the first 4 rounds doing a hero wide receiver build. And yeah, I kind of like it. It's fun. Like we said, to mix up our builds, mix up, you mix up your exposures, your combinations, but also mix up your build structures because, we don't know what's going to be the secret sauce this year. Let me catch up with chat here. Did you see Mike Robb made a Rudy Schauf? Yeah,
I did.
I absolutely love it. Where's the peanut butter lady? I can only pretend to sleep for so long. I've got it right here. I'm like a Skippy advertiser. Drafters pre-draft contest is already filled and the mini is half filled. Wow. I gotta love that the Degens are just out. Absolutely. ASB. Yeah. We were kind of forcing a particular type of build, but he is definitely, Justin Jefferson has gone definitely way up, obviously, these last few weeks. Lots of clip potential in the last 60 seconds. Wait, what am I supposed to call index? I need the name again. Kettle says, Meg likes to win. I respect it, to his ass. Kettle agrees with me. We got Hartman in here. Great to see you, Hartman, using the sibling emoji as a Fanspeak fam YouTube member. It isn't called a Sibling Showdown for nothing. That is absolutely right. I personally think Justin Herbert is QB1. What do you think, Steve?
Like QB1 overall?
Oh, doesn't QB1 mean top 12? Oh, okay. Yeah. There's two. Is QB finishing QB? Doesn't that mean the top QB1? 12?
Yeah. Yes, but I don't know if that's how Index is using that here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I mean, I thought he meant in the top 12 QBs.
Yeah, I think he's a top 12 QB.
This is definitely a Toxic Tower thing. We'll leave them for that. Steve and I do our drafts together. I bully Steve sometimes, or sometimes like right now, I'm going to be just really, really nice.
Okay.
Do you believe me?
Yeah.
Of course, the one who went rogue likes it.
Yeah. Shocking.
All right. We are a couple picks away. We're up at 57 and 64. We'll say by this, can't take a running back here. We can at 64. So looking at I can break the rule though if I want Scatterville, right?
Nope. All right. Sort by ADP, please.
You got it. Anything for my brother.
Let's do Rome.
I just wrote about him, and I would love to, Steve.
Yeah, no, I think, and I know this, what you talked about, like no DJ Moore now, it's just a cleaner thing. Like up until he got kind of banged up, he was clearly the team's number one receiver. And yeah, when he came back, he was not 100%. So
we have a ton of fun stacks, potentially, if you wanted to get one at 64,
I think we should.
Or we could, I was going to say Swift or Scattaboo goes. My stupid experiment. I was going to say if you wanted to build out more Bears correlation. Okay, see, this is where maybe we pushed it. Maybe I like hero running back with 3 receivers, but not 4, because damn, when Scattaboo and Swift go, that's when I start to get a little queasy. But
yeah,
anyways.
but I think we take a quarterback here, and
okay,
I'd go Hurts.
You Hurts over Burrow?
Yeah.
Okay. I would go. You have Burrow ranked over Hurts. You don't want to do that?
I do, but I also think you should balance exposures.
Okay. All right. So we got 114. And we'll be back up. Oh, we got to wait until we're back up. So let me go back to the board. We'll be back up at 81 and 88. Maybe, like a dart comes back or something like that. We'll see. Probably not. It's got a boosters start season. Yeah, I tried the Darius Slayton last year. That did not work. I was so high, but he was a late round click. It wasn't, a big deal there. Do you think Odell, there was some chatter about that. Do you think Odell signs with the Giants? It sounds like he wants to come back to the NFL.
Yeah, and obviously he was with the Ravens for a year, so he knows Harbaugh at least. But I could I see him come back? I mean, he was the same draft class as Mike Evans and Brandon Cooks, who were still in the league. So it's not like totally out of the realm of possibility.
Brady was Pat Branham. Yeah. How about there was that interview that like Brady did try to like get reinstated? Yeah. I almost seemed like that implied like in the last year or so, like when he's the Raiders owner and a Fox analyst, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Wow.
So that was a weird story for sure.
All right, Steve. So we're coming around here. Be up at 7 and 8 at 81 and 88. I'll just bring this back right now. Dart is there. I would say I'd be interested in that. I wrote about Alec Pierce. I wrote about Sutton. I wrote about, didn't click the one. I wrote about Pearsall. So check out the article again, link in the description for our Substack 7-day free trial for full access to Steve just updated his rankings yesterday. Full access to all of our articles because you just get to see part of it as a free user, but a paid membership is just $34.99 for a year, 7-day free trial. You can check it out. If you don't like it, cancel it. If you do, and I think you will, because we have like 3+ articles a week. Steve's rankings update every week. And then when the season starts, the best ball season starts after the NFL draft in May, and in May on, we will have multiple formats, multiple sites rankings, and it's going to be really, really useful. So I recommend checking it out. But I just wrote an article about how many receivers I love in this area. And here are 2 more that I like. But if you wanted to get a second stack, I would be fine with that. Pearsall goes. Do you want Dart, Sutton, or Pittman? I'll throw out.
I think we should pull up Dowdle. I think we're out, running out of running backs. So
yeah, I'm fine with that. I really do like Dowdle in Pittsburgh. So yeah, 1, 2, 4. If Dart makes it all the way back here, then I would take him. Then
and I think he probably will. His ADP is essentially that pick. So
yeah. I was writing about the, receivers in this range, and I don't even know if we've talked about this on stream. Where do you stand on the Jacksonville receivers? Because I think 1 or 2 of them are going to hit in this range, but I don't think all of them are going to hit in this range, and they all go in this range. Where do you lean? Or do you just want to kind of spread equal exposure and just?
I'm Myers then BTJ. than I think Parker Washington. I think it's also because Parker Washington is, I think, the most mispriced of the three. I know he closed strong, but Jacoby Myers was kind of putting up very similar numbers at the end of the season, and obviously had no connection with Lawrence or the offense until that midseason trade. And BTJ just has the highest upside, so he's got a skill set that we should love, and Jacoby Myers has the experience.
Okay, Myers goes, do you want to go dart here, Steve? Okay, cool.
So that's what I lean in, especially at Myers' price. And to me, Parker Washington's just he's a tough sell, because I also think he's the one where if Travis Hunter forces his way in the field more, it's going to be at Parker Washington's expense. It's not going to be at BTJ's, former first-round pick, who had a great year 2 years ago, and also can just do things that basically no one else on the team can do. And I don't think it's going to be at Jacoby Myers' expense, who just signed a $20 million year extension.
Yeah. What's happening in the March Madness streets? Do we get an upset going on? We got Al Boogie in here, and using his snipe and his emojis too. Good to see you, Al Boogie. Had his birthday this week, so again, another happy birthday to Al Boogs again. Okay, Iowa. Okay, Iowa pulled off an upset because who was Iowa playing? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
He says, need Illinois next. Index says pro Dowdle. Yeah, I really think he's going to do well. Steve was the one that pointed out, I totally forgot, played with Mike McCarthy in Dallas. So, yeah. Oh, Purdue. It was at Iowa, Purdue, right?
I don't know.
I believe. Okay, so Index, it says his is Myers, Washington, BTJ. You said yours is Myers, BTJ, Washington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I think Washington has looked good, and this honestly isn't even the first time. A couple years ago, when they had all those injuries, both Gabe Davis and Kirk got injured, Parker Washington came in a couple games late in the year and had some solid production, but I just feel like he's a luxury on this team, is my concern. And, a full year for BTJ and Jacoby Myers and even Hunter could just squeeze Washington a little bit too much.
Okay, apparently buzzer beater, last second tip in for Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
We got Mr. Mufasa in here. Hey, fam. Good to see you, Mr. Mufasa. The Jags just signed Bobo too. Okay. I'm still a believer in Travis Hunter. Go ahead.
Did Seattle match that? Wasn't that a restricted free agent?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. Can you look it up? I really don't care. It's Jake Bobo, but
I mean, you got to care about Jake Bobo.
Okay. Iowa beat Nebraska and Purdue beat Texas at the buzzer beater. Okay. Got it. Purdue or Purdue. Yeah, I listen, I think Hunter is still the best wide receiver in last year's class. I think we're about to see a post by rookie breakout. And Dylan is a Jags fan. I don't know what he thinks, but I think we were about to see a post by breakout, and he tore his ACL or hurt his knee. So yeah, I think he's going to get routes, and I think he's going to get crazy routes, targets per route run. And it's going to be, okay, Seattle match Bobo deal. Okay, we're up at 105 and one. Okay, we're up now. ADP, Johnson, Stafford, Pollard, Jadarian Price. What about Jadarian Price?
Yeah, I'm good with Price, or Pollard would be the other one I'd throw out there. Either one. Let's go Price.
You want to do Price? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we only had the two running backs. Real shame we had that our dumb rule, which was my idea to do. Let's do a hero running back build and go like 4 wide receivers in a row, because that causes us to not get Scatterboo. That would have been fun to have Dart, Scatterboo, and Neighbors. But we are 2, 3, 4 coming up again at 112 with Hertz, Dart, a little division correlation there. Sometimes they play at the end of the year. Cook, Daddle, Price, after then going Cook, Neighbors, Higgins, Devonta Smith, and Rome Odunze. So I think that is a fun start. Again, coming up in 3. If you wanted to go back to Pollard, I mean, I think if they go Love, they move Pollard. So that's the way I'm
sort by running back.
Yeah, if you wanted to go Pollard, or I didn't know if you liked any of the receivers or tight end. Gadsden has fallen, I believe. No, that's his ADP. My bad. So what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think either running back or receiver. I mean, I'm good with.
I don't love. I mean, this is an area I don't.
Yeah, let's take Pollard if we can.
Okay. Yeah, then it would be 2-4-4.
Yeah.
After going really strong out of the gate with receivers, I don't mind that. Is that kind of how you're approaching the Pollard situation, Steve? I know people are kind of one side of the fence or another. Either Pollard is like a steal because Love doesn't go there, or not into Pollard. I think if Love does go there, he gets moved. What are your thoughts on Pollard in this price?
Yeah, I would have to imagine it's most likely he gets moved, far from a guarantee, but that would seem to make the most sense just given his contract, where he is in his career, et cetera. And I think in that, like, now him getting moved, sure, if it's to Washington or Seattle, it's a great landing spot. He could get moved somewhere where, he could go back to Dallas and he's backing up Javonte Williams. You know what I mean? Like, there are outcomes where it's not as great.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's a fine bet to be making, because if either he stays in Tennessee, he should be going higher. He's had back-to-back 1,000-yard years when Tennessee was far worse than they project to be this year. And then if he goes to a good landing spot, he would go massively. He got traded to Seattle or he got traded to Washington, his ADP would be in the 50s.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, Bobo is like a special teams guy. Yeah, makes sense. All right, I pulled up the wheel of names to do after this draft for the second draft, Steve. But let's go ahead and take a look here. We'll be up at 129, 136, round 11 and 12, sit at 244. So I kind of like that. Gadsden goes. I was going to say that's some falling value if he came back to us. Some receivers here based on ADP. Downs, Shakir, Higgins. I know you're not going to let me take Kittle here. Did you like how Higgins took Kittle? Let me take Kittle.
Yeah, that was nice of him. I was hoping Concepcion would come back, but he didn't.
I thought I actually had less than that. I do have 17% Ferguson.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is not a lot.
It's
only in 30 drafts. How much is 17% in 30 drafts? That's not that much. Like, my quantity is less than you, so it seems more dramatic.
More dramatic.
You pick.
Well, let's take Jaden Higgins.
Okay. Sounds.
I do like Boston, but 32% is a lot. What do you have in Concepcion?
7. He just went. So you're saying I need more? I thought you liked Boston better than Concepcion.
I think they're very close. They do different things. I mean, Boston has a better touchdown upside, but I do, I've said all along from when this contest opened and Concepcion did not have an ADP.
Yeah, no,
that was just wrong.
Well, and, yeah,
but not only that, like I thought he was
feel like he's underpriced. Yeah. Where did he go? He went I think the last round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he went 118. So you think that's a steal there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you want to take our first tight end with Mr. Jake Ferguson if he falls to us at 136?
Yeah, I mean, Goddard just won. I was hoping we'd get Goddard back, but
yeah. Oh, bummer. Okay, what do you want to
do? Sort by ADP.
Sure.
You want to take likely?
Yes, I need more likely. Yes, I have barely any likely, as you can see, only 3%. So again, best ball really helps you kind of see these. Oh, I have a lot of him, not enough of him. Of course, then can use the combo tool to really add in players and see who you have combinations coming up to make decisions. See team correlations, see, once the schedule's out, see playoff correlations as well. And I really like the back end of kind of figuring out, okay, moving forward, especially because you and I will do some slow drafts, Steve. Well, you do a ton of slow drafts, but I like to, in the regular best ball season, have a good amount of slow drafts going. It's like you can like stop in the middle of a slow draft and say, okay, where am I at here? What combination do I not have enough of? And just kind of looking at it, either live in a draft or in the back end to kind of plan out as drafts come up. I really, really like that. So, okay. So 2, 4, 5, 1. What are you thinking for the third quarterback here? Obviously, oh God, not Stroud. I don't like Stroud. We could like backstack like a Ward.
I think Stroud might be gone.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I mean, to me, it's like we either take one of these guys, I mean, or Mendoza later, or you're getting into Aaron Rodgers, range, which we do have Daddle. So I just wanted to kind of talk it out for a hot second there. We'll be back up at 153, 160 in round 13 and 14. Yeah, Index says Ward Helm, not bad.
Yeah. Which
There's
Ward went there, but yeah.
Oh, yes, he did. Both of them went.
Yeah.
Were awesome.
I mean, Mendoza is not a bad click with the two quarterbacks we have. So what if he sits 4 games, 6 games, even 8 games,
I'm not a Shador drafter. I just feel like I'm actually just not a Browns drafter outside a little bit of, I've already blanked on the running back's name and Fannin. Judkins and Fannin. I don't think I've even taken Fannin yet because, don't take much of the early ones, but I know I should. I should take some Fannin and I'd take a little Judkins. Okay. Let me get, 153, 160 here, Steve. Bryce Young.
I think we should take Debo.
Yeah, that works for me. Any rumors on that?
Well, if you want to take Young first, we can, just because there are other receiver options. So I'll leave it up to you. Let's take Young. Do you have 0 Young or no? Yeah.
I guess so. It took a lot last year. Okay, and then we'll be up in a few here. I also queued up these running backs if you wanted a fifth. Because we just anchored it, and so I kind of recommend. But I see what you're saying, the Debo. Any rumors? Has there been any rumors at all?
No, not that I've seen. And I'm guessing that it's going to be after the draft at this point, but maybe something happens beforehand.
Are there any Panther backstacks? I mean, just Jatavian Sanders, and Leggett, but that's not good. So yeah, I'm fine not worrying about that. All right, so Debo goes. So I have James Conner, Emmett Johnson, Hunter Henry, Chigakonkwo, guys in this area. I know you like Jalen Naylor, so I will cue him up. I said I'd be a nice sister, and I will be. So no, what are you thinking here?
I think tight end. I think Chig makes a lot of sense here.
Okay, you don't feel like we need a fifth running back?
I mean, we do, but we caught up a little bit.
I mean, I don't have much Chig, so I'm fine with that. But okay, all right then. And I like double stacking Dart there, especially since we didn't get Sweet Scatabo. Let me go back to the board and I will catch back up with chat because I know Mike said Meg out here putting on her glasses and lab coat going into the best ball overlay lab with her slow drafts. I was last year, let me tell you. And that's why I was so excited about that marathon team, Steve. And I know I told you this, but I'll tell it again. That in August, I was like deep in the lab with best ball overlay, because I was making big player stands. Scatabo, Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Higgins. Some worked out, some didn't. But the ones that didn't was because of injury. Like Scatabo. But and I was willing to take that risk of because I do believe marathon is a player takes contest of if you have the right player takes and they outperform. That is absolutely massive. You're not worrying about that playoff luck, playoff pod stuff. It's just the kind of the best teams and the best teams that kind of drafted the guys that outperform their ADPs. And so I really want to make sure, okay, I'm making these big player stands. I want to make sure the combos are there. So I was lab coat on, glasses on in the best ball overlay lab. And with slow drafts and or looking at it, during a fast draft or something like that. So that's funny you say that. I kind of think I was. No Browns allowed in my house. Yeah, I know I need to take some Fannin. Have you taken much Fannin, Steve?
No, but it's not because I don't like him. My concern with Fannin is just the offense, and he goes so high. I mean, he goes 20 plus spots ahead of Laporta and Pitts. And then even, the next tier tight end is like 30, 40 spots. And it's just, to me, it's just tough because I don't know if his ceiling is that much higher than those guys.
Paulina said, don't tell Mel Kiper you're not drafting Shador. I'll get very mad. That was a good one. Okay, so coming up at 177, 184, we're done at quarterback. 4 running backs, 5 receivers, 2 tight ends. Top of ADP, not Tyreek Hill. Calvin Ridley, I'm fine with. Tajay Spears, I'm fine with. Nothing else.
Yeah, let's do Ridley.
What's that?
Let's do Ridley. Never mind.
Okay. Did you want Spears? Is there anything else that sticks out in this area?
Yeah, we could handcuff that room. And just hope Jeremiah Love doesn't get there.
Oh, I'm into the handcuff thing, but if Love goes there, do you think that's just so stupid?
No, because one will still stay,
Yeah.
Jeremiah Love's not going to get 100% touches.
Yeah. Wow, Mooney's moved up a lot, but obviously he correlates. Anything else that you're seeing here? I feel like a wide receiver here would be nice, but there's nothing I, absolutely love or anything.
I don't really love Mooney. He's moving up way too high, in my opinion.
Really? Okay.
There's no guarantee he's above Slayton. Why are we?
Well, he's younger, isn't he?
Maybe by a year. Not by much.
Okay.
Any.
Did you just want to take the last running back then and be done there? Since we did, go a lot of receivers out of the gate. Because the Tucker, Bigsby, Kamara.
Let's take Trey Tucker. I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So we are sitting at 3, 5, 6, 2. So 1 more running back, 2 more receivers, 1 more tight end. Feels good. Nice and balanced. Mm-hmm. But again, we started hero running back, anchored, and then did 4 receivers in a row. Then we drafted Hurts and drafted our second running back. So besides missing out on Scatabo, I do like this. And I think it's come together fairly nicely. I'll be back up at 201 and 208. Let's see here. Okay, so Index believes in Shador. A new segment idea, the Magnificent, and talk about your flag plants. Well, I think everybody knows my flag plants, but I could certainly talk about them more. We know my biggest flag plants. I will pull over my exposure in a different thing. You can see it live, but it's just like to see like it ranked essentially. Mm-hmm. Steve, let's play a game. See if you can, after the ones that that everybody who's ever watched the show probably already knows, my biggest exposures are, of course, I'm pointing it up now. Cam Scatabo, 46%. Pat Freiermuth, 43%. But there's one tight end that's even higher than Freiermuth. It's more of a price thing. Do you know who it is?
More of a price thing than Freiermuth?
Cheaper. Yeah.
Gesicki?
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't realize I had 50%.
Yeah, that's really bad.
That's not good.
You should never draft him again.
Stop, please. Come on. If anybody of their skill position players misses time, he gets more action. And Steve, he's used like a receiver. He's better than their dusty 3rd, 4th receivers. So it's 50% Gesicki, 46% Scatabo, 43% Purdy. And then now this is out of 30 teams. Hold on, how many? Okay. Guess the next position is quarterback at 33%. And it is Aaron Rodgers. Sorry. Aaron Rodgers and a higher one. And I didn't even realize this. Who is it? A quarterback that goes in the middle of the draft.
Herbert.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Brock Purdy. Never mind.
Yes. Brock Purdy and Aaron Rodgers are both 33%. I do make my stance. Okay, we'll go back to guessing this fun little game that I'm sure everybody's on bated breath.
Fun.
All right, 201 and 208. You want to go Jeremy Bernard, Elijah Surratt? Oh.
Take Flournoy. Take Flournoy.
Why?
I mean, I think he's a better pick right now than those guys. I think he fits our lineup better.
Okay. All right. So Pat Fryermuth next to get him above Gesicki? Sure.
No.
That sounds good
No.
to me. No, we have a Pittsburgh correlation going on because we got Dowdle. So.
Okay.
This is going to be the only other time I overrule you this draft. Come on, let me have my big stance. I think I like it. It makes me really happy. And look, you got to peek at the next one. It is wait. It is Elijah Surratt, but he just went.
I would have figured that. Yeah.
Well, it's because I listen to my smart brother. Isn't that nice?
That is so nice.
I know. I'm really nice. Okay, done at quarterback, done at tight end, one more running back, one more receiver for the last 2 picks. I'm fine with that. All right. So, so let's see. Yeah, we'll do it live. Why not? I got S. Dot in here. Great to see you, S. Dot. When I have taken Fannin, I don't feel good stopping at 2. If I'm taking tight ends that high, I don't really like 3, so I have very little Fannin. That's kind of with you. I just don't love taking tight ends early, and if I do want to stop at 2. But yeah, I just don't like taking Browns. But I mean, that could be wrong. But usually you follow the points in fantasy. Gesicki, a Cobra. What is going on? Mike Robb says, do you need someone to talk to? Because those exposures kind of scream the crap out of it.
No, trying.
It's like a cry for help. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cooler said he liked the subtle why. Like, why is that wrong? You can now. Thank you. You can never have enough from you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you can never have enough neighbors. See, I got my way and I feel really good about it. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah. I also have a sister. This is life. That was great, Index. Steve, do you appreciate this comment?
I do. I'm going to put it on my wall.
Yes. And this is typically why I prefer taking, and I will say, I feel like it's different in the 20 round drafts, but especially in the 18 round drafts, if I would take like a tight end as high as Loveland, I would stop at 2. And that's why I tend to go like the mid to late round tight end builds, because I do like to have 3. But so yes, I would typically stop at 2, but I don't think it's like it has to be a hard and fast rule. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. This is one of the issues, of the more elite tight ends, and I do include Fannin in that, is just a number of them are tied to bad offenses, where that's why Loveland, Warren feel kind of better because they're attached to such good offenses. Like, I think we just saw what Loveland scratching the surface last year, and then Warren, he had a really good year, particularly if you just filter in games with Daniel Jones. And then now Michael Pittman's gone. So that should lead to more targets for him. So those guys just feel so much better than even whether it's Bowers, McBride early or Fannin slightly behind Loveland, Warren. I just think those two tied to much better offensive systems just feel better.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't get Scatabo in this team, but I did on my team with Who Hames today. But yes, my Scatabo exposure, I love it. I love that it's close to 50%. Okay, we're up in 2. Need a running back, need a receiver. Just do that. Sort by ADP.
Do Ollie.
Okay. Done it. Running back. Okay, who are the other receivers you want me to queue up? Horton. Tez is kind of who Ames and I queued up earlier too. I mean, I guess you could key at 20th round key on Coleman. I
go up actually.
Sure.
Horton. I'm kind of out on Horton. I'd prefer Kyle Williams over Horton. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's just too much money. Like Shaheed Cup. Like how's Horton going to see the field with those kind of guys? Seahawks now have like the most expensive receiver core in the league.
Yeah. I feel like Mims is so buried now. As you could see, I took a lot of them early. But that has obviously changed.
But like some other ones, like Jahan Dotson, like somebody's going to have to catch the ball.
Wait, where did he go?
Falcons.
Okay. You pick. I queued up a bunch that, I'm such a nice sister that I want you to have our 20th round pick.
Well, you have 21% Franklin. I probably would take Franklin here because you're getting him at such a different price.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I heard you talk this with Hooms, and it feels like one of Franklin and Bryant are just going to be really good. Mm-hmm. And now that you can get both in like this 19th, 20th round, it feels really, really good.
Right. I agree. I think it was the last pick, the 20th round pick for Hooms and I's draft, and we do it again there. So, so talk about our team as we're starting. So we ended 3-6-8-3. Hurts, Jackson Dart, Bryce Young, James Cook, Rico Dowdle, Jadarian Price, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. So we handcuffed the room. If Love goes there, we'll hope Pollard gets moved to a good team. Ollie Gordon, Malik Neighbors, T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, Roma Dunze, Jaden Higgins, Trey Tucker, Ryan Flournoy, Troy Franklin, Isaiah Likely, Chigakonkwo, and my guy, Pat Freiermuth. I think we kind of landed the plane on the whole hero running back. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need Jadarian Price in a good location. We're going to need Tony Pollard to not get nuked by Love and like a not, if he goes to a bad location. But overall, I think the running back room can be very good. Not, probably not great, but good. And I think the quarterback room is exceedingly strong with Hurts and Dart. And then, Bryce Young is kind of like your floor play. And the wide receiver room, those first four guys are, pretty damn good. So I think it's strong. And then there's some upside swings with guys like Higgins, even like a guy like Trey Tucker, who still has a chance to be the Raiders' number one receiver. I prefer Naylor, but even if he's the number two, he could pay off that current ADP. So, and then a cheap tight end room, starting with Likely, Chig, soon after, and then Freiermuth. I mean, that's a strong tight end room for very little investment.
Yeah. And then Dylan was in the draft. He is a Fanspeak fan member. And so we will review his team. Again, click the join button if you want to get the emojis, the badges, the team reviews, but we also get 2 extra shows per week, one on the weekends from Steve, which I think is very, very helpful. And then, of course, another live draft with us on Sunday Night Football. Mike says you have 40% of a guy who looks like the thumb men from Spy Kids isn't going to go well. Which one looks like the thumb guy from Spy Kids? Do you know who he's talking about?
I don't know if he's talking about Scatterboo or
Mike,
what.
who are you talking about? FFPC has taught me to go 3 QBs, 3 tight ends. That is my favorite too. Cobra said Meg reminds me of Scatabo, total workhorse drafting everywhere today. Thank you. Appreciate that, Cobra. Yes, I did have a fun draft with Who Hames over on his channel. That was fun as well. We got Emo Cowboy. Howdy Shops. Good to see you, Emo. I know he was just on Fantasy Sanctuary, so be sure to check out. I think he had PPR Tyler on. Be sure to check out that as well. Great to see you though, Emo. And it was very entertaining. Toxic Tower yesterday. Scatterboy, we make our own rules. Absolutely. Are you Franklin over Bryant then, Steve?
I am. Could I see it going the other way? Sure. But to me, Franklin, and I know Bryant was a rookie, but Franklin made a nice step in year 2. He was pretty solid. I understand why they upgraded to Waddle. But Franklin, I think also, I mean, Bryant played in the slot some as well, but Franklin played in the slot. He played outside. They both can do it. And I think my actual guess is those two get kind of rotated quite a bit. And also, let's keep in mind, Jalen Waddle has never been the picture of health. So any missed games, they both could be seen the field quite often. But yeah, I lean Franklin over him, but it is close for me.
Okay, Mike, a good reminder, make sure to get those likes and subscriptions in, people. We appreciate you, Mike Robb, always. That is a great reminder for sure. Hit that like button. We will be doing a second draft. Hartman guessed Pat Fry was the one that he said looks like, Patty Fry looks like the cover from Spy Kids. I didn't realize this.
I never watched Spy Kids, so. Does
Meg believe in CT? I do. I think Scatabo was just joking. Emo says PPR trader. Am I right? That was pretty good. It was very entertaining content last night on Toxic Tower. And by the way, I listened to Candyman live on Fantasy Football Garage on Friday night because I said the sliding doors of life. I canceled Candyman because I had a pounding headache, felt sick. Candyman has on PPR Tyler, and PPR Tyler runs his mouth and says some stuff, gets himself in a little bit of hot water there. And I said, I apologize, the sliding doors that unraveled there, but PPR Trader, that's pretty funny. And I will be having Candyman on this Friday, tomorrow, 10 p.m. We're going to get into Gulf Streets, PGA, Albatross. So looking forward to that, and appreciate you. Emo Cowboy gifted, let me see. And it looks like it went to, did it go to Index?
Yeah.
Yes. So appreciate that. And it was received by Index. So thank you so much, Emo Cowboy. Very, very, very much appreciate you. That's awesome. That Index. Yeah. You check out, Discord link in the description, but you get 2 more shows from us every single week and team reviews, which we will be interviewing. We will be doing a team review for Dylan here, who is a Fanspeak fan member, here in a minute, but 2 more shows a week, 1 Sunday Night Football with Steve and I, and 1 extra show from Steve per week. Get those, and those are the goodies, but appreciate you, Emo. That's awesome. All right. So let's do a team review of Dylan's team. So he's Spunky in the streets at the 2 spot, 3683, Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, and he is a Jags fan. I know this. Aaron, you got the Aaron Rodgers pick there. Sorry if I sniped Pat Fryermuth from you. Jahmyr Gibbs, Judkins, who we talked about earlier, Dobbins, Jordan Mason, Emmett Johnson, Trey Benson, and then George Pickens, Chris Olave, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Romeo Doubs, Travis Hunter, love that, Jalen Noel, Cooper Kupp, Brenton Strange, Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki. I have to tell you, Dylan, this is like my favorite type of build. You get like a double anchor, and I consider double anchor like getting that second running back by pick 50 there where you got him, and then you still got 2 running backs, 3 receivers very early. I don't know about hit 2 in that 7 through 11, but got 1 and then 1 in the middle, 1 kind of earlier, 1 middle, 1 late. And every room feels comfortable that way. And then a mid to late round tight end. This is my favorite type of build. A lot of players I wrote about receivers, just hitting these receivers, which he did 23 through 71. I think I wrote about almost all these receivers today. So I love this type of structure. This is my favorite type of structure. I think it is yours too, Steve. And then I love the stacks that you got too. Obviously I'm a big mystery box Travis Hunter girl. It's worth it. The hits are more important than the misses. So I like the swings of Travis Hunter. So, and he's a Jags fan, so he should appreciate that too. Then double stacked it with Strange there, and then has Metcalf with Rodgers and Stroud with
Nolan Schultz.
Nolan Schultz. Yeah. So I love it, Steve. I can't even poke a hole in it if I tried. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's a team that makes sense in terms of the balance, the structure of the balance, the upside. And when I say balance, not just mean like every room, but there's some upside plays in those rooms as well to, really, if you luck out, Hunter being one of them and Noel being another one. But I think Brenton Strange remains one of the, and Schultz, they're to the best priced tight ends. What Strange was doing down the stretch, and on par with Gadsden. Gadsden goes 30 picks higher than him. I just don't understand it. Dalton Schultz, just year in, year out. A couple years ago, he had the 1 year where he's a little banged up, but he's been a very consistent tight end. Is he going to be a tight end 1 anymore? No, probably not, but he can be a solid tight end 2. And we're gaining him at just such a late value. And that receiver room, it's a nice balance. Like you take the upside swings in like Hunter and Noel, but then you take the floor play in Cooper Kupp. So again, I like how you structured it, both overall and then in each individual room feels pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Very nice draft. Dylan, love that a lot. So we're going to do a second one, but let me bring over the wheel, Steve, and we will do a wheel of draft to see which structure we're going to do. We can pick what we want to put on it. So give me a minute to find this. Okay. So I can't remember what it picked for us last time. Okay. Mike said the 2 different divisions. We did we'll leave the gritty on. We'll leave the no positions 2 times in a row. We did that last week. We did elite tight end last week. I'm just saying, but I know I should force myself to do some more. What else do you want to add to the wheel drafts to just mix it up? Gritty, anchor, wide receiver, late round quarterback. Give me one or two more. And
we could do hyper fragile. We could do
yeah, there was a lot of good PSU tight ends
and
in Iowa
as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't really remember that. The whole same division. I appreciate the suggestion from both Cobra and Mike, but the whole like limiting yourself. This is more like structures, not trying to screw ourselves.
But
like
I actually like that because
why?
and I know it goes against form, like you're supposed to stack and all that, but it's actually kind of interesting to force yourself to do some very unstacked teams and see if that pans off. And we saw this a couple of years ago, and granted there were some stacks eventually on the team, but remember the guy who he started Lamb and ASB and he got sniped with Dak and Goff. He pivoted to Jordan Love. Yeah, well, I mean, his stacks were Jordan Love and Jaden Reed. Christian Watson also got hurt. But his only stack for Tua was Raheem Mostert, which was a great pick, but it's not like a real stack. And then he had no stack.
I think correlating with running backs is totally. I love correlating with running backs. I don't mind that at all.
I'm saying like Mostert isn't like a major pass catching guy. He's just it's not like Jahmyr Gibbs. Anyways, my point is it was the thinnest of thin stacks outside of the Christian Watson one, and it panned out. I mean, they did won $3 million. So I'm just saying, like it can be good to force yourself into some non-traditional builds.
Okay, we'll just do no stacking. Mike said only two divisions. That one's tough. I like everything Mike says because Mike's the best, but I don't want to limit ourselves to two divisions. Right? Okay. I mean,
yeah. I mean, we could do like just one conference. We could pick AFC or NFC and do that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what's the benefit to me doing these? It's like structures, like trying to like land the plane on different structures and mixing up your builds and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's as much with that. I actually do think there is something with the no stacking.
It said only cats and birds. Oh my God, me trying to figure that out would be.
But it's actually a good thing because you eliminate the Jets, you eliminate the Browns, you eliminate some bad teams.
That's true. You would eliminate some bad teams. All right. Anything else to add to this? Let's add one more. You said hyper fragile. We'll do that again because I like that. Okay. So we got late round quarterback, hyper fragile, RB, gritty, anchor wide receiver, which kind of is no, that's not the same as that, or no stacking. Okay. What are we doing for the second draft? We will find out now. Let's see here. It looks like late round quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, come on down.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. I'm bringing Underdog back over.
Oh, I'll do it because I need to catch up on drafts now.
Oh, isn't it? Now that you hear it's 80%, huh?
Yeah, jeez.
Got to have that dog in them and players only. Okay, so Steve is drafting this one. He's got is it just because I took too much control of the last one, Steve?
It is.
And I think for our members only show on Sunday, I think we should draft against each other. The chat suggested that. What do you think, Steve?
No, we can do that. I like Cobra here, a 5-5-5-5 structure.
Oh, that would be fun to try. I would just like the challenge to see, could we land the plane? Well, that we could do that with this if you want to try.
With late round quarterback? Yeah,
because that's the only time you would do 5.
Yeah, it's late round quarterback, late round tight end. Your first 10 picks have to be running back receiver.
Okay, so the first 10 rounds are straight running back receiver. Yeah.
Let's do it. Try it?
Let's do it. This is going to be fun.
Okay.
Now I want to do it on my account.
This is going to be chaos is what it's going to be. But okay. All right. I'm going to count it down. I'm going to enter this in 10 seconds. Entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
I don't know if Rudy Schaub can see that I've got more peanut butter coming his way, Mike. What do I got, buddy?
All right, we are in, and I don't think we got anyone in with us. So
What? Oh no.
So you're going to see chaos without anyone else benefiting.
Good
If anyone else is in
suggestion.
here, please let us know.
Good suggestion, though. This I don't think I've ever tried this, so it'll be fun to try. Okay, I need hand sanitizer now.
Rings is completely right here.
What's that? Drafting against each other, then Steve taking every stand play Meg has to force to diversify. Steve, did you rug pull the group?
No, I counted down like I normally do.
Mike, I'm sorry if you or anybody else got in a different room, because we love. Be sure to put it in to the Discord, and we will give team reviews there, because we are very sorry that multiple people are saying the old rug pull. Okay, GAB jumped out of his overflow. Mike said, I can't count, man. I was focusing on getting Rudy peanut butter. I don't know if you messed it up, Steve, but okay, so it's all running back and receivers.
Yep. You want to do Chase?
Yes, hell yes. Oh, damn, we can't stack Burrow.
Nope.
Okay. We're going to do this. I'm 5-5-5-5. This will be labeled. This will be fascinating. So it has to be.
It has to be running back receiver in the first 10 rounds.
10 rounds. And then, yeah. Okay. I love it.
You're doing hyper fragile.
The wheel landed on late round quarterback. This would be the only time you would ever do that type of build. So,
and you can also do a handcuff type situation.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That would make sense. Atlanta would definitely lean into that for sure. Who would be the best handcuff situations of that go late? Like it wouldn't be. I mean, I think like in Superflex, Jaden and Mariota is still viable for this year, but that wouldn't play out here. So Atlanta, I guess like Pittsburgh.
I wouldn't do Pittsburgh because we don't know who their number 2 is going to be.
Yeah. Okay. Who else?
I mean, it's less for
like Cleveland, though we don't know who the number
Cleveland and Atlanta and Cardinals are like the only 3.
Wait, who's the current backup for Cleveland?
I think Deshaun and Shador are battling it out.
Oh, wait, and then you said Cleveland and who in Atlanta? Arizona. Oh, Brissett and
who? FK saying Ty Simpson, like project that they're drafting somebody.
This is getting rough.
But
okay.
Honestly,
yeah.
we could even take like a backup, like a Mariota or like a Flacco, just for that 20th round.
Yeah.
5th quarterback. Like if there's an injury, this guy can actually produce and give us some weeks.
He'll also be like 0% owned in something like this too. So, well, you know how I feel about Jaden's durability. Not great.
I mean, like a Jameis Winston. I mean, Jackson Dart got hurt every other game. Like
that's true. Though I saw him a lot of his interviews on what do they call that, Radio Row in Super Bowl week, and like multiple times people were asking questions like, "Are you going to kind of protect yourself better?" and that kind of stuff. And he was like, "I've only ever missed like 3 games my whole life." How many did he miss last year? Like 2 last year?
Yeah, at least 1. I mean, he not got left early a couple of times. So
okay, so people are suggesting the other. So yeah, Cooler said the Brissett Simpson or Geno Simpson, speculating.
Kenneth Walker this late feels like a steal.
Oh yeah, totally smash, absolutely. A-Rich solid QB5. Ugh. I'd rather try to get like, to me, doing this 5-5-5-5 thing in the quarterback situation, I would still love to get like 2 guys that are total, that I think should be total.
But you know who is, like, I wouldn't say A-Rich, but like Justin Fields, because he could play the first 2 or 3 games of the year and help push your team through,
Yeah, we don't even. We don't know yet if if A-Rich is getting traded or what's going on with that. And then the Malik Quinn Ewers, when Miami tanks, yikes. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so you'd start the quarterbacks. I mean, you could take your first quarterback around 11, so you can still have a viable
Yeah.
quarterback or two.
Oh, I agree.
So I don't think it has to be two whole handcuff. I'd be fine with like one handcuff room.
I think a chain here.
Wait, can I just see who else is there? Oh,
Brown.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just so surprised how late Higgins is going. I wrote about that today.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make sense to take Higgins if we're not taking Burrow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you. You have to retrain your brain when you're doing like a particular type of build for sure. All right. I mean, this is kind of fun to take like 10 in a row running backs, receivers, because these 10 have to be, we kind of have to alternate it so they are solid on both sides. You know what I mean?
Well, I think because we're only going 5, and that's why I was pushing more for a running back there to go along with Walker, especially with a starting receiver. I do think you probably want 2 in the first 3 rounds running backs, because then, you start getting like, not that they're necessarily bad plays, the Hendos, the Harveys, guys like even like Scatterbo and Judkins, these guys who, those guys are coming off injury, and maybe, Jeremiah Love. But I'd like more certainty. So getting 2 backs that 2 teams paid a boatload of money to feels kind of good,
Yeah. No, they were the big free agency winners for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, that makes total sense. I meant like, I see what you're saying in 2 running backs in the first 3 rounds, but I meant like kind of alternating so that, it's not like very loaded running back and then very loaded receiver, because it's not like you're then going to catch up on receiver. So, I mean, we'll see what falls back at 45, but I would say more than likely a receiver here. So it kind of feels a little balanced. Let's see what's there, Steve.
Yeah, well, let me answer this question. Easy B, 3242. I got offered McBride for 26, 104, and 109. Thoughts? Is it a tight end premium league? I'm guessing PPR, but I'm wondering if it's tight end premium league. And also, is it super flex or not super flex? Because that, to me, that weighs in. Because in super flex, the 101, or May 102, you could take Love 101, but would be Mendoza. That pushes down, but he's not going to go that high in non-super flex.
Okay, he says yes, tight end premium.
Super flex. Okay. Let me make this pick, and I'll answer that. So I think coming up here, not really in on Garrett Wilson.
I'd say JMO, Devontae. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good receivers here. Again, I wrote about them today. Any of the honestly, those Waddle feels overpriced for, but any of the others I'd be fine with. So
yeah,
who do you like the best?
I mean, I like Devontae the best, tied to the best quarterback. Also, that's a guy we could get stacked.
That's true.
Jameson as well. Like those 2.
Yeah, let's take one of those 2. Yeah.
Mike Evans would be another one potentially stacked, though sometimes he goes in the top before the top 10.
Yeah.
We'll do Devontae. I mean,
okay.
No guarantee he'll be there in round 11. Stafford, sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't.
Okay, we're coming up in just what? So 6 picks away.
So my thought is, I would, particularly if you're trying to win now, I would take McBride. Okay, so I guess this is the thing. Like, if you feel you can move Laporta for a pretty decent value, then I would do it. McBride is no question upgrade over Laporta, particularly in tight end premium. But that is still 2 good players. I mean, it's more likely to be receivers, one of 2 first-round picks. So, but if you feel you can definitely move Laporta for pretty decent value, I would probably do it.
Hi, bud.
And that was the other thing. Like, do you really need a tight end?
Scatterbo. No, I love these receivers. I love Rome. I love Terry. So Terry, Rome, or Scatterbo. It has to be one of those 3. I'll let you pick.
Okay. I think we.
By the way, you're going to be getting your best ball overlay set up, hopefully for your show tomorrow. Yeah. I need to know your exposures, my friend. You're
Okay.
busting on mine.
Let's go, Terry. I think that's
You want to
good.
go Scatabo?
No.
Steve, you still love him, right?
Yes.
He's awesome.
Okay.
All right, can you go to the board? I wanted to clip. Steve, can you go to the board? So there we go. I got that to clip for later. Okay, so you answered Easy's question, right?
Yeah, and so Mike saying, not surprising, as streamers near DC, you'd both be big Gilbert Arenas fans and adapting his draft.
That's hysterical.
We're not bringing any guns into the draft room, Mike.
That's true. That's true. I do love. Okay, Cobra said Fields is QB4 on my rankings. Coolers, he said Cousins, Mendoza, and play a Raiders angle, and then he said, "Don't worry, my ideas will keep getting worse if you're wondering." Megs giving Steve permission to draft someone other than Scatabo. That's called growth. I have to say it was tough. You know, I did want to go to my bully ways and say, "Please, Scatabo," but I gave a choice. I didn't love it.
Oh my.
If you are watching, hit that like button. It looks like we do have 31 likes. So we just got there. I tried to say we'd only do a second draft with 30 likes. But I do appreciate you guys getting there. Appreciate the likes. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate you joining us watching drafting. I'm sorry that Steve Rugg pulled you guys on this one.
Oh my.
Okay, your 5 receivers probably have to go by round 7 or 8.
Yeah,
because these 5 need to be monsters. Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, you know, we like to play it like 3 running backs are hitting because the one's hitting the flex, 3 receivers on half point PPR. But I get what you're saying. So.
No, I mean, I think he's right. I think ideally, and we could have taken, like a Swift or Montgomery there.
Or a Scatabo.
Scatabo is still there.
I know. Well, don't jinx it, Steve. I know.
Swift just went.
I know. It does. See, it does get thin to me after Scatabo and Swift and Montgomery. It feels thin.
Yeah.
So.
And this will probably involve us pulling guys up, higher than.
Oh, we have to. Yeah. No, we're gonna have to. What you doing, Rudy boy? Okay, can we sweat it out on the other screen now? I know it's ironic for me to tell you to go screen to screen.
Scatabo went.
Oh, damn it. It's over. I don't think we can do rookies. I'd say Metcalf because we're going to try to do Rodgers.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's likely.
I mean, I'm fine doing it. I would have pushed for Pierce because obviously Daniel Jones.
I would have been fine with Pierce. Yeah, Daniel Jones would have been another. I was looking for guys that stack. And I just don't think you can take a shot on a rookie in this.
No, not for this kind of build.
Okay, so Chuba next. Or we do Warren and try to get.
No, I would pull up Dowdle is what I'd do.
Oh, okay. Or Ramondre.
Where
is Dowdle going?
There. Dowdle's going.
He went early in the draft with Huhames and Come here.
I know he's got his ADP is 92, but a lot of times you see him like early 80s. Like,
yeah, I'd be fine with Dowdle or Ramondre. I do feel like I think a lot of people are wondering why. Do you have Dowdle ranked over Jalen Warren?
Oh yeah,
in half point. Now, are you going to adjust when you do your DraftKings and Drafters rankings?
It'll be closer, but Dowdle is far more likely to get more yards, more touchdowns. There's not going to be enough receptions that Warren gets to equalize that.
What's going on, buddy?
So we did get Ramondre. That feels good.
Yeah, no, that feels nice. Can you cue Ricky P? I definitely wouldn't mind that. Yeah, Sutton. Who could scroll down? I just want to see the other running back options. Monangai, I feel like is Chris Godwin.
Also Romeo Dubs. Did he go?
Pittman. Oh no, we don't need a double stack. Yeah, Dubs. He was on my list in my article today too. Hi, buddy.
So we'll see what comes back to us, but What is tough here is you can't. I don't think you can go like 5 running backs in a row. I don't think you can go
No,
5 receivers in a
no,
row.
you definitely can't.
You
You have
do
to
have to
alternate.
kind
That's
of
right.
keep going back and forth.
No, you
relatively
definitely do.
speaking.
Though if Dowdle came back to us, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I think I'd go.
I'd go Dowdle, and I'd be fine getting like a Dubs as our 5th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dub sometimes goes too high. Like as much as I love these receivers, there are other ones. Receivers, I think there's more.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Like we got a core 4 to get one more. Like if it's Jaden Reed, that's not the end of the world, or Wandale, that's not the end of the world.
Okay.
So yeah, so far this is an interesting build.
Well, why don't you show the board so that we can so I want to see how we alternated. So because nobody's in this draft with us, right?
No.
Okay, so it was receiver, running back, receiver, running back. Okay.
Yep.
I think it was important to go receiver, running back, because like you said, that's where then like there's definitely a tier break.
Yeah.
I mean, this feels so weird, but it is an interesting like thought experiment, but it feels weird because I'm seeing all this purple go and I'm like getting like anxious because I'm like, I want 2 of these guys. I think
the more interesting way, like the safer way to do this is like 4-6-6-4,
Yes. And maybe we should do that next week.
All right. We get Dowdle back. I think that's a steal.
That's nice. I mean, yeah, if we got Dubs, then that would be awesome. Yeah.
And I don't love the idea of double stacking, but at some point just value.
Okay. Mike McCarthy's taking this offense to the top 10. This one will be awesome.
I do think they're going to be fairly condensed between them. Now, I do think this makes, if you were to double stack, you don't need 4 Steelers, Well,
we're getting late tight ends anyways. Why would you not take one of the best late tight ends?
Okay.
On a team correlated bet.
It's like opportunity. There becomes to be an opportunity cost.
Well, then I don't want Pittman then.
Okay.
No, I'm hoping Romeo Doubs comes back to us right now. Oh, Pittman goes ahead of him. But you have Doubs ranked higher?
I do. Yep.
Okay, well then do that. So then that'll be our 5th receiver. I mean, are you worried though that just not knowing who his counterpart or his, is going to be?
No, because if they don't do like an AJ Brown trade, then he could be the number 1,
If they're going to draft somebody, I mean,
sure, but just because they draft Packers drafted somebody last year. Dubs dunked on Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
So just another running back, and then we pivot to other positions. Ideally, one of these.
Let me see, dude. Oh, yeah. 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 And I said about, not as interested in the rookies, but it's different with Jadarian Price thinking, okay, he's going to be a 2nd round pick. Your choice of these 3, Steve, but please don't take one of the 2 non-named Scatabo. He still did. Anyways. It is cherry blossom season. That is right. If Meg was a hostage negotiator, we'd be making some difficult calls to families. Oh my God. That was good, Coors. Yeah, I don't think I'd be good at that.
She has no poker face either.
No, none. 0.
So it's like, just no.
Just no.
Not good.
Steve tried to teach me poker one time, and it was painful.
Real bad.
It was so bad. Okay. Any others if they go?
I'd probably pull up Rashard White next, or Jordan Coleman. It's an even thinner rookie bet. Yeah. Or, we said that the best way to do this is 5-5, and then we could take a quarterback next, like that is not like we are at the late round quarterback window. Unless you didn't want to wait till round 11.
No, let's wait till round 11. Let's do, oh, that's true. Like I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because we're after pick
like
100.
Stafford just went, that would have been something we could have done.
Yeah. Look at those receivers though, and then look at the Walker, Etienne, Ramondre, Dowdle. That's rough.
Do you want to?
No, I don't think there's anybody that has to be pulled up here. Go to the running back.
I think we should take Malik Willis. There's no running back worth taking here.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. We're doing the late round quarterback. We're after pick 117.
I think we still need a fifth running back relatively early. It could be round after that. But
can you just do green so I can see that? Okay, this is by ADP.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's your thought on?
I would do one of these.
I was thinking that. I was just going to say, do you feel like Mike Washington goes definitely day 2, but we don't know?
No, I think he's not as safe as a rookie.
I thought you definitely speculate him to go day 2 though, right?
Yeah, yes, but I'm saying his rookie profile is not safe. Like he could be this year's Bashal Tootin,
Okay.
Like a Jonah Coleman should see the field far more likely than Mike Washington, even if Mike Washington goes ahead of him in the draft.
I mean, if Washington takes Love, do you feel like Rachaad White is still safe? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, or Chris Rodriguez and pull him up.
Let's go Chris Rodriguez.
Let's go Chris Rodriguez. Yeah.
I'm gonna move him up probably a little bit more in the next time.
Well, I definitely feel better about our running receivers than our running backs.
And as FK said, we could take a Quinn Ewers to lock up that Dolphins quarterback room.
God, what a dream! What a dream. Okay, could you go to the board so we could plan out our numbers? Now that we have a little break here. Okay, so 141, 148. So it's all quarterbacks and tight ends from here. 141, 148. And then can you scroll down? I just kind of wanted to think about it in my head. I'm a very visual person. 166, 172. Ow, Rudy. Ow. So would you say do we have any other stacks that could?
No.
Can you go back to the thing?
I mean, the only
I meant outside of, I know Aaron Rodgers, but I meant outside of Aaron Rodgers. Do we?
Yeah, I mean, we could have done Saints with Shuck.
Did he go?
Yeah, we had the decision between Shuck and Malik Willis.
Oh, okay. But I mean, he went after.
I mean, we technically could have gotten him here with the Chris Rodriguez pick.
Yeah. Okay. Can you click off so we can start planning? So
I think getting another quarterback here, like somebody else we know is going to start.
Yeah, I mean, even if you are doing like a Malik Willis, I'm just giving an example, Malik Willis, Cam Ward, Aaron Rodgers. And then we're tacking on 2 others that are like handcuffy, situations. Yeah, I think one of those 2. Okay, so Cam Ward goes. Okay, so yeah, one of these 2 here. And then, maybe then we can go our first tight end.
Yeah.
Because as we know, I definitely want to feel safer about the quarterback points than I do the
exactly.
The tight
there's just more late tight ends.
Absolutely. I don't know. I kind of lean Daniel Jones.
I do too.
We don't have a stack with either of them, right?
No, let's go Daniel Jones.
You just got because he got an extension. It wasn't the tag. He got the extension, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and the other thought process with Daniel Jones is in a 5 quarterback build, hopefully there is enough front loading there to protect it. Maybe it just takes him a while to ramp up,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is tough. Do you go like your third quarterback
I think one of these, Mendoza's a little bit more wonky, but if one of younger Mendoza's there, I think it makes sense to just take him there. I like these tight ends, but we need some, and Daniel Jones is a bit of an injury risk. So I think taking one of these two now make the most sense.
I would say Mendoza, but since Daniel Jones might take a while to ramp up, maybe Bryce Young in case.
Yeah. I still think we go Mendoza.
Okay. Yeah, then maybe we do like a Kirk Cousins or something like that. Okay. All right. Then I would say, okay, let's see if I say then we plan out like Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins. And then it's essentially like a 4-quarterback build with like a Kirk Cousins handcuff, if we're telling that story.
Yeah. And Cousins could handcuff 2 of those teams. Yeah.
Wait, who else could he handcuff? Oh, Dolphins.
No, Steelers.
Steelers. Sorry. Whoa, it's getting late. Sorry. All right. Our next numbers are 165, 172. I would say tight end Aaron Rodgers, and then just hammer tight ends.
I think we could do 2 tight ends and Aaron Rodgers at 189.
He goes earlier these days. I'm telling you.
Does he?
I took Chris Rodriguez at 125 in my last draft, still undervalued. So, okay, he liked us taking it there.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about QB5, tons of flexibility. Absolutely. And I agree. That's why I was just to say about Aaron Rodgers, ADP is a lie. That I do believe. In fact, let me play a clip for that. I've got a good one for you. You ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
You know what ADP is?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a...
That's a good line. I also like the other one. Hold on.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is, right?
Yeah. No, and to get money in the thing, we're doing the 5-5-5. So no Tolbert, but we will take Greg Dulcich. Could be our, last round tight end.
Make out here confusing yourself. I think we are successfully landing the 5-5-5.
Yeah.
He only goes early in your draft. I swear I have seen him go early of people, not me. Yes, I have. I swear. But that is fair that you say that. But I have seen him go early to other people too. Evan Ingram's still in the green room waiting to be tight end 5. That's good. Go, Brett.
So I think Hunter Henry here for first tight end.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm liking this. Steve, could you please?
We're not taking Aaron Rodgers here.
Please. He's going to go. He's going to go, Steve. Can I see the quarterback landscape, please?
It's Geno, Tua, Rodgers.
He's not 210. I'm telling you. It's
probably not, but we pick at 189.
He's like 170s, 180s a lot in my rooms. And it's not just because when it's down to receiver like this or quarterbacks like this, I'm telling you. Oh, Steve, these dust ball tight ends, we're throwing 5 tight ends at it. Let's get a 4th actual starting quarterback.
No, let's get an actual starting tight end.
No, oh my God, go to the blue tab. There's so many tight ends we could take in the 180s.
Hey, no,
Steve,
Barner or Hawkinson.
Give me Rodgers here. Give me Rodgers here. And then we get Kirk Cousins, and then we have a pick for quarterback. No matter
Barner, Hawkinson, or Schultz.
I'm pouting. I'm not talking.
Pick one.
I don't care. If it's not Rodgers, I don't care.
I'll take Barner.
Okay. He's not going to come back, and you're going to be upset.
Oh,
yeah, see, someone just took Geno Smith. We still have 13 picks. Oh, good. We get Tua. We've even filled out a Steelers. Now I'm pouting. We had such a fun thing planned. Like to Jeff's point, I mean, 80, because Money Anything, I believe his name's Jeff T. It is a lie. Oh, he said, I was talking about his other point up here. ADP is a lie, Steve. It means nothing, especially this late in the draft. Nothing. It means nothing. Wouldn't you agree?
To an extent, but I also don't think to land these kind of planes, you don't go crazy.
Yes, you do. You just give me Rodgers or give me death. The start of the Meg Revolution. Yeah. Hayden, how many drinks have you had to start a stream? 0. I've had none.
Oh boy.
Who's Jimmy Ephraim? Is that Aaron Rodgers that he's talking
I
about?
don't know. I think I don't know if he's saying Evan Ingram is morphing into like Jimmy Grant
Oh,
like a
okay.
combination.
But great to see you, Aiden. Aiden is currently leading the March Madness contest, by the way. Yes, I am high on power that Steve won't give to me.
All right, couple more picks, Meg. Can we do it?
Well, let's.
I mean, this guy, ball is on his 4 quarterbacks. I'm hoping he doesn't take one.
And he only has 2 running backs. Holy smokes! Who is 2 running backs? I hope they were the first 2
Well,
rounds.
Evan Johnson was one of them.
Oof. Oh, I hope this doesn't get thrown out. Yay!
I think we can push it, guys.
No, stop! Don't. Come on. And then just do. Wait, what are the tight ends? Okay, we get Freiermuth now. Right?
I don't know. We can probably push Freiermuth. What do you think?
No, he's not coming back to 213. Let's get the best tight end in this area. Oh my God, did he go? No, he didn't. There's like 18 Rams tight ends we could pick from on the way back.
So do you want to take Tua?
No.
I don't know.
Let's just take Kirk. Then he has 2 outs. He could either be Steelers or wait, who did I say? I'm confusing myself. Or Raiders, yeah. Let's go. Hi, buddy. Oh, phew, I thought he went, and he went to us. Okay, so Steve, could you go to the board? I need to mark this. What timestamp? I'm gonna clip that because we need that clip in. Ow, Rudy. Yes, that was Pat. Definitely Pat Freiermuth. Welcome to the squad. Push it real good. James, co-pilot Meg drugged the other pilot so she could land the plane solo.
I like FK's comment.
The 1.5 getting to 5 QBs first would be incredible.
We have Salty Nut in the 12 hole with 1 quarterback, so he probably is not liking the fact that there's 2 people in here with 4.
Yeah. When did Salty Nut take? What is going on in this room?
It is Stafford.
Oof.
Yeah, this is the weird.
This isn't getting thrown out, is it? Go up. There's nothing weird
thrown out. Nothing weird happened.
It's not weird with ADP, is it?
No.
Oh wow! And the guy that took 4 had Josh Allen.
Yeah, and Drake May.
And Tyler Shock.
I'm thinking somebody put the plane on.
Mm-hmm. Was he the one that only had 2 quarterbacks? Or do you want to take one of the Rams tight ends? It feels good. We had Devontae, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you pick, Steve. Do you want Ferguson or Parkinson? Your decision.
Go Parkinson.
Why do you have him ranked above Ferguson?
I just think he's on the field more. He's got more of a touchdown upside. Ferguson had some splash plays, but they're very few. So he'd get like 2 or 3 targets a game. I feel like 20-yard touchdowns, but when they didn't, it was like a 0.
I mean, there could be a big second-year leap, though, don't you think?
Sure, but I think Parkinson, he makes some real money. He's a really good blocker. Like, he's just going to be on the field.
What year is he? He's like in his second contract?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he started with the Seahawks.
Oh, now I remember him starting with the Seahawks. Okay, I didn't.
So
you could get crazy. You want to hear something nuts?
What's that?
Might be a little too much investment in the Steelers, but we could take Big Darnell as our 5th tight end. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Let's get Kirk Cousins and Darnell Washington. Oh, Oh my God. Or handcuff the other Ferguson too. I mean, these are teams that are going to use a lot to the tight end.
So, just throwing, I know we didn't get Purdy, but having like a Mac Jones, a capable backup,
Yeah.
Terrence Ferguson, Gesicki, but we can do Dulcich last. I think getting Cousins here makes the most sense.
That's fine. You won't hear me out on my handcuffing the tight
You want to
end.
do the tight end? I'm fine doing it.
Okay, so you didn't want to handcuff Darnell Washington. He's going to be like 0% owned. Steve, he runs over people. I like both the tight ends for the Steelers.
Okay, well, we're going to do Terrence Ferguson.
All right, we're going to handcuff the Rams tight ends. This is fun, actually. I have to say, this is living.
It is living.
I'm not doing Shador.
I mean, we might have to if every other quarterback gets taken.
Oh my God, Cousins did go. Damn it. Okay, Justin Fields or Mac Jones. Or Joe Flacco or Mariota. I'd do any of those before Shador. He stinks. Look at their projections. Their projections actually say that, Justin Fields and Mac Jones are going to play more than Shador.
Yeah, but I mean, that's coming based on...
I know. But do you really think Shador plays more than 4 games this year?
I mean, right now, the competition's Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is not, played well since leaving Houston.
I kind of like the Justin Fields thing is growing on me here. Like, what if they use them in like packages? They're not going to run.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's no value there in that.
That's true. That's like the Taysom Hill thing. Never mind. I see what you're saying.
But there is, I mean...
Yeah, if that hit your lineup, that would mean your other quarterbacks were god-awful.
No, what it is, like Mahomes gets hurt sort of thing. I mean, that's kind of the type of thing.
Well, all 4 of those, have injury risks. One's coming back from multiple ligament knee. Purdy has not shown the ability to stay healthy. Jaden is super fragile, in my opinion, and Purdy has not shown the ability to stay healthy. So any one of those 4, I'll let you pick.
Let's do Justin Fields. Just there is an outcome, especially with Daniel Jones maybe having a similar timeline.
Yeah.
Like, even if Justin Fields only starts, and he might start 0, but if he starts 1 game, 2 games, that could justify the 20th round pick enough.
Oh, Cobra, this is so nice. This is by far the greatest 5.55 landing the plane in the history of 20 rounds. Not going to bring up that it's the only 5.55 ever done. I like it. Index like Darnell's the pick as long as Rodgers is QB. I mean, he agreed with me there. So let me see.
I don't we had too many Steelers already.
I mean, if they are talk about an undervalued offense, if they're an undervalued offense that outperforms and they're a top 10 offense, maybe we want it. Thank God we got Pat Freiermuth. I feel so good about that. I don't think it's going to be Ty Simpson. I really don't. I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, and I think they really like Will Howard, and it would be like Kirk Cousins and give Will Howard another year. But I don't agree. I don't think you agree with Dan Orlovsky either, right, Steve?
No, Ty Simpson ain't ready. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, what those comments that he said about him being better than Mendoza? He was basically saying he should be quarterback 1 in this class, right?
No, yeah. I mean, I get it. Mendoza has essentially 0 time from under center. I mean, Jackson Dart had essentially 0 time from under center.
Yeah, right.
And Ward, et cetera, down the list. And I know it's a little bit more extreme for Mendoza than some others, but it's fine. And Ty Simpson, while there are times where you see he like makes pre-snap reads and stuff like that, there's also a lot of times where he just makes bad decisions. He thinks he is more athletically gifted than he really is. He's just super inconsistent. He started 15 games and has been super inconsistent. The highs are fun, but the lows are really bad. And he's also a smaller guy, which,
you're talking about Ty Simpson, right?
Yeah, Ty Simpson. So
yeah,
I just have real question marks with him. I think the only reason he's considered even potential in the first round this year is because of how thin this quarterback class is. Even last year, I think he is clearly behind Ward and Dart and potentially even Chuck. In the year before, he's a distant 7th quarterback.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I don't know much about scouting, but I trust your scouting, and I agree with that. I haven't touched Ty Simpson once, and I don't think I plan to, because I feel like he's going to go to a situation. I don't know. Maybe he does go to like the Jets and then does play some, but I don't think it's going to be good.
Yeah, no,
I don't think it's going to be like a dark situation where it's like actually looks good.
Neither do I. And
so Best Ball Cabal, we did the wheel of like draft build structures, and it came up late round quarterback. So then I believe it was Cobra suggested, why don't you try 5-5-5-5? Yeah. And we said, you know what? A late round quarterback would be when you would do that. So we predetermined we were going to do that. And our first 10 picks were running back, receivers. And then
actually 9 of them.
Yeah, 9 of them. And then, but it was after pick 100, we got our first quarterback. And then it was like all quarterbacks and tight ends, like the end of the draft. So let me catch up with chat, and then we'll go over this team. This is funny. You know damn well handcuffs aren't fitting on Darnell Washington's huge self. I kind of like that idea. Have you considered Cousins handcuffs? That's good too. If your QB5 plays 4 games, that's probably pretty good. Actually, it's probably not good. The other quarterbacks underperformed, right?
What? No. He's saying like if it's like a Justin Fields or I don't know.
Oh, yes.
They're playing enough real life games.
Yeah. So Sweet Leaf says, do you really think Rodgers plays 17 games? I think if he comes back, he does. Like, I don't, I know Sweet Leaf, you are a Steelers fan. I think Rodgers does still have it. I am the belief that the quarterbacks played between the ears, and he's so cerebral. I still think he looked good. He can't move like he used to, obviously, but I think with Mike McCarthy, I think he would. I mean, obviously, we don't know who will play 17 games, but if as long as he stays healthy, I don't think it would be like he'd come back to get benched or something like that. Cobra only saying that because they will draft with you soon. Oh, Cobra is drafting with us. That's right. Aiden, thank you. Said Red Meg's article, guys, you'll win the big board. All right. I love it, Aiden. I appreciate reading the article. Deanna Orlaskis, I don't really love some of his takes, but I appreciate it. Again, just a reminder, links in the description. Check out the Discord, free to join. Check out the Substack 7-day free trial. And then, of course, check out Best Ball Overlay code Fanspeak. If you're doing volume, it is key. Steve will be uploading hit soon for his drafts as well. And then, of course, if you want to join, like we reviewed Spunky's team in the last draft, you get emojis, badges, team reviews, and 2 extra shows a week from us. 1 from Steve, an uploaded show, and 1 extra live stream on Sunday Night Football. What big games has Mendoza ever played in? Yeah, that was wild. Did you see that clip on Pat McAfee?
Yeah, it's like, what?
Milrow or Taylor Green would have looked like quarterback, greatest quarterback 5, high upside, low own quarterbacks. Wait, who does Taylor Green play?
He's a rookie. The thing is with Taylor Green, like he's an incredible athlete. But he's just not going to see the field. Like whoever drafts him, it's going to be a third quarterback. I just can't see a path. There's maybe 3 teams out there right now where he could challenge for the number 2 role, is the way I look at it. And those teams could still bring in a vet, or like if they trade for an Anthony Richardson and Taylor Green, like Anthony Richardson would probably be the number 2. So I think Taylor Green, as I said before, he's a guy who we should be playing DFS preseason because
I know you talked about that on a recent show. I can't remember which show it was.
He is a freak athlete.
Okay. Yeah. DFS preseason. Okay. Cue that up. I like it. I felt like I need to kiss up to Mike Robb. All right. Let's review the team, Steve. Read it out. 5-5-5-5.
The always ever present 5-5-5-5 team. Quarterbacks.
Not a superflex.
Daniel Jones. Yeah. Not a superflex. Fernando Mendoza, Aaron Rodgers, and Justin Fields. It was kind of like, and I actually don't mind taking Fields over Cousins here just because Fields offers just a little bit more rushing upside for any games that he does play, early, middle, late, that would happen. And that's also why I did want to take Willis instead of pushing it to see what quarterback came back to us.
Yeah.
I think that turns it into just gives us some upside here. Running back wise, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, Ramondre Stevenson, Rico Dowdle, Chris Rodriguez, probably a little thinner overall that you'd want at running back. And I say that more because it's more from the sense of, while I think as a 5-man running back room, this is fine. But normally when you'd have a 5-man running back room like this, you could count on your receivers to hit the flex more. With only 5 of them, I do think that's a stretch. So I do worry about that slightly, but I think this is a good, strong 5-man running back room.
Yeah.
And this is a great 5-man receiver room. It's just, there's zero depth, any injuries, there's a week where 3 of these teams are on bye. It's going to just feel real bad.
Yeah.
And then 5 tight ends. I think the tight end room ends up strong. Hunter Henry, AJ Barner, Pat Frymuth, Colby Parkinson, and Terrence Ferguson. Either which way, we should have Rams scoring tight ends this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the team to target, 2 of the tight ends. I mean, I think you could with the Steelers too, in my opinion, but I think that one is definite. They have 3 tight ends that they use 13 personnel a lot. So it's fun. I agree with you. I think if you truly wanted to do this, do a few, not a lot, but do a few 4-6-6-4, I think that makes a sense where you're doing the same concept, right? You're waiting on quarterback, essentially, definitely waiting on tight end, hitting a ton of, maybe not all of the first 12 picks, maybe 1 or 2 quarterbacks, but a lot of the first 12 picks are running back, receiver. I think 4-6-6-4 could be really fun. But I'll tell you what, if we make the big board finals, we have a big thank you to Cobra. He says Landon.
BBM could be decided by a team tanking for Arch. Or insert your quarterback of choice there. But it very well could be some wild week 17s. And I do think once we get the week 17 schedule, that is something to maybe avoid, like some of these teams who could just be totally done. And not just to give a perspective, a couple of years ago, the last time the Jaguars were in the playoffs, week 17, they played the Texans. And I was in the DraftKings finals, and I had a big Lawrence stack. And Lawrence was my last quarterback standing. The other 2 were hurt. And they pulled Lawrence at halftime because the Texans were just so bad. And, I just had no shot. So it's not just the bad team where you're like, oh, I don't want to play these guys. But even the good team facing them might not pan out.
I don't think this is burning money on fire, though. I think it's a viable team. I think a 4-6-6-4, and again, I wouldn't do it that much. We all know I love 3-6-8, Steven. I love 3-6-8-3, but I do think I might mix in a couple 4-6-6-4 because I do think it's interesting. Oh, Mike, this is great. Can I read this one?
You can.
Great stream from the late start. Cough, cough. That's at me. I'm very sorry. I was trying my damnedest to be on time too. But to an amazing sibling, fighting to loving, LOL. Fanspeak is the best. And the summer is going to be crazy with streams and content. That's right, Mike. And thank you so much. That's very sweet. And we appreciate that. But it is going to be crazy. It's going to be basically best ball streams every single day this summer almost. And sometimes twice to 2 a days. And we're going to have a 24-hour live stream in May. And Best Ball Jeopardy is going to be starting in May. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming. And then it's all going to be tied back to the Substack, which will help have the rankings and support the rankings with articles. So hopefully you guys can enjoy it all. And then we got a gift from Best Ball Cabal. Gifted a Fanspeak. Let me see if I can find who that went to. But thank you so much, Best Ball Cabal. We certainly appreciate that. But let me see who got that. And that went to Jared C. So Jared C was gifted the membership by Best Ball Cabal. Thank you. Thank you so much again. And then Cobra says Mo Holmes missed 7 games. We'll miss 7 games. Timestamp this 3/26/26. Feels we'll have 5 20-point games. So he likes
it's we just definitely advanced this best ball team.
Yeah. No, that was fun. It was a fun thought experiment, and it really does. I am going to do a couple. I'm probably only going to do 50 big boards total, and I'm already at 30. But I did not realize it was 80% full already.
Right.
And I guess 40 to 50. And I do want to do like 2 or 3 4 6 6 4. I think it's interesting. Yeah, he says 4 6 6 4 way more fair for the drafters. 5 5 5 if it is for advanced sickos. Yeah. You got to make sure Rudy's account is hidden away so he doesn't get a sub. I love the Rudy account, Mike. Very, very good. So we did not have any Fanspeak fam in this draft.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Not unless somebody shouted out. I didn't see any names I recognize.
Okay. Well, then we will close this one out. Steve will be back tomorrow. One for lunch, best ball lunch break. 1 o'clock, best ball lunch break. 10 p.m. Myself and Candyman from Fantasy Football Garage are going to be drafting Albatross for you golf sickos out there, golf diehards. I'm becoming one, though Brooks Koepka broke my heart today. Then join us at 10 tomorrow night. And then, of course, 2 shows for the Fanspeak fam this weekend, one from Steve and Sunday Night Football. Steve and I think, are going to draft against each other. We will see there. But that's what's coming up this weekend. Steve, final thoughts for the people.
Yeah, no, this was fun. I like trying out some different things. I appreciate the chat for suggesting and everyone for all your support. We really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. And like you said, I'll be back tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow at 1 and 10 p.m. Look for the shops. We'll be back then. Everybody, for Rudy down eating peanut butter Kong, for Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.
Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak, no cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Meg and Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets, they built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one.